'cause I'm a bad, 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 bad bitch.
What's up, everyone? This is another episode of For the People in the Back podcast. I'm your host, Phoenix Diva, and call me Diva. And this is a podcast for the people who can never afford the first row, but always the standing section in the back. You are appreciated. I hope you guys had a great week. This week's podcast, I know I say it every single fucking podcast, and it gets long as shit. As I said last week, oh, this podcast won't be too long, and it ended up 40 minutes. I feel like it's a curse when I say this won't be long. I just give up. I really give up, because I really don't mean for these things to last so long, but they're at the time limit of my max that I want these podcasts. If you don't remember, when I first started doing this podcast for the People in the Back podcast, I did say that I wanted my podcast to be no longer than 45 minutes, and we are currently on episode 17, and so far I have kept to my word. So let's make some noise for me keeping to my word. Yes. So this week's podcast, we're just going to talk about one thing, and I promised you guys that we would talk about this last week, and it's about the alleged groomer throw chairing, choking women, Flash Ezra Miller.
Oh, hell no!
Yes, we're talking about Ezra today. Now, Ezra goes by they, them pronouns, so I am going to do my best to keep the pronouns they, them, or direct them by their name, but if I slip up, I will edit it out, or you will hear a beep. So to the best of my abilities, I am going to continue to respect Ezra's pronouns, because their pronouns has nothing to do with their disgusting behavior. So just because Ezra is a piece of shit, okay, and I don't like them because they're throwing chairs, choking women, allegedly grooming, allegedly kidnapping, and all types of shit, okay? So, we gonna respect the pronouns with Ezra, even though they're a piece of shit. Okay, so let's just get right to it. So, last week, it was August 11th, so it was the week before the Sunday of the previous podcast, there was a rumor that came out about Warner Brothers really panicking about what they're going to do with The Flash, because at this point in time, HBO Max has been really hitting the news, talking about all the things that they were canceling. They were moving television shows on HBO Max. HBO Max is a nightmare right now. A couple of weeks ago, and we talked about it on the podcast, they decided to completely shelve the Batgirl movie, and that was a $90 million loss. They also decided to shelve the Scooby movie, and there was even reports that they already paid for people to do the orchestra for the background music of Scooby-Doo. They already paid for it. So even though the movie's not coming out, the people that were paid to perform the songs, they still had to show up and perform the songs.
Shut up! That is so stupid!
I'd be mad as hell if that was me, because I'm just I ain't really gonna perform these songs. The movie's not even coming out, and they're nah, you need to perform these songs. And if I would try to half-ass it, be you know what, I just don't really feel like playing the tuba or stringing the harp right now, or playing the guitar. I don't really feel like conducting right now. I have a fucking hangover because I thought you guys were going to fucking cancel this bullshit because you canceled the Scooby-Doo movie. But here we are because you fucking paid me for a movie that's already fucking canceled. So apparently they still had to do the orchestra. Which, by the way, I wouldn't have showed up. I would have just paid, I would have just told my boss, look, PTO. Take it out of my check. Don't give a shit. I'm not doing it. The movie's canceled. Go fuck yourself. So, back to what we were talking about. As Ezra Miller's controversial behavior continues, Warner Brothers is reportedly looking at 3 different options, including, as a last resort, scrapping the movie entirely. So, let's go and look into what are the 3 options that Warner Brothers was suggesting. Also, everything that I'm talking about today, all my sources, all the articles and tweets will be on the Google Sheets like I've done previous episodes. I think it's working out so well, and no one has really complained with me putting the sources on Google Sheets. And I think it's pretty transparent, and you guys don't have to click a lot of links. Like, it's just all here in the Google Sheets. So in this article, a new report has suggested that Warner Brothers is preparing for multiple scenarios as the Flash star Ezra Miller becomes embroiled in even more legal trouble. In the worst case scenario, the movie could even be scrapped entirely. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Warner Brothers is reportedly considering 3 different scenarios. The first involves releasing the film with limited press. Apparently, Warner's only stipulation in this case is that Miller seeks professional help after returning to their family house. Eventually, Miller would have to give an interview explaining their behavior. Miller then do a limited amount of press following the film's release. The second option is that the film is still released even if Miller doesn't seek help. They would not participate in marketing or press for the film. That's an unusual move for a film star, but given the circumstances, it would make sense. Following the film's release, Miller would not play the Flash in any future projects. Now, this is where I'm confused on. If Ezra did number 1, do y'all really think that we are going to want to see Ezra play the Flash? Like, are you serious right now?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Like, are you serious? Like, even though if Ezra does bullshit ass apology, right? Even if does their bullshit ass interview, right? Even if they do all this bullshit, correct? I'm sorry. Keeping Ezra as the Flash is dumb as shit. Period. In a discussion. Nobody wants to see it. Secondly, in my opinion, now I'm speaking most of this is my opinion. Basically, this little rant is my opinion, let's be clear. But in my opinion, Ezra hasn't done anything acting-wise that has wowed me. Nothing absolutely at all. There is not one scene that has shook me to the house. So this is not even a situation of separating the art from the artist, because motherfucker, in my opinion, can't even act well, okay? Like, there is nothing of value lost. Now, if, like, for example, Kevin Spacey, he's a piece of shit, but the man can act. Okay? R. Kelly, piece of shit, pedophile, rapist, sexual abuser, R. Kelly, but motherfucker can put out the hits. Let's be clear. Like, come on now. We're not gonna sit here in front. That's what we're not gonna do. Okay, the Weinstein Company, Harvey Weinstein, I'm sorry, through his house, there was some fucking bangers coming out of that motherfucker, and I think that's why movies are shit now, because the Weinstein house is no longer here, okay? But the people that I just named actually have talent and value. Ezra does not have those things, okay? So that's why I'm really confused on why everybody is like, oh, we must have Ezra be the Flash. Please somebody send me a scene that Ezra has done that will impact my life. I want to be impacted, because at this point, nothing of value will be lost. But only gain. Because maybe we can have someone actually talented to take the role. Period.
Period. Dot.
The third solution would be to scrap the movie completely. Miller plays multiple characters in almost every scene, making it practically impossible to save, even though recasting and reshoots. This is apparently very much a worst case scenario, reserved for if Miller's situation continues to deteriorate. It would be a shocking blow if this scenario occurred, considering the film's cost of $200 million. I want to know, I want to know if there's something more to this, because in my personal opinion, HBO has lost more and written off more $200 million in the last few weeks. So the fact of the matter is that they have scrapped so many fucking movies, right? We talked about it a couple weeks ago. That, in my opinion, has been more than $200 million. And then you motherfuckers are removing shit from the platform. Y'all are removing television shows. There was a report that you guys are even removing fucking Sesame Street episodes in that motherfucker. So back to my case in point. I think that how y'all are rolling, I feel like y'all can afford to lose $200 million. And then after you put out that trash Harry Potter film, that's really letting me think that you could lose some goddamn money. And then after you put out that trash Justice League movie, that's making me feel like you could lose some money. Y'all have done several things through the years that make me feel like that y'all like to throw away money, and money doesn't mean shit to you. So I think it would not really bother y'all for y'all to lose another $200 million, since y'all motherfuckers been throwing away money for the past 10 years. Because hey, the tea on the street is that you guys gonna have to redo the whole DC universe thing because it's such a fuck up. Because y'all fucked it up so goddamn much that y'all are gonna rely on Dwayne Johnson's movie and Black Adam to see if that does well, in the new Shazam movie, if that does well, the second Shazam movies. If those two movies does well, allegedly in the street, y'all are going to create a new Justice League surrounding them, and y'all ain't even gonna have a background story. Like, it's not gonna be like Marvel, where we had an Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Thor movie, and then I think you even gave us another Iron Man movie, and then you gave us the Avengers. Yes, you did. You gave us Iron Man 2, then you gave us the Avengers. So y'all ain't gonna do that. Like, y'all's gonna go straight into it with no lube. With no lube, y'all allegedly supposed to go straight to it. So in my personal opinion, I don't really, maybe the beginning of the year, if I would hear, oh my God, you guys are going to throw away $200 million, I probably would have cared. But since y'all been throwing money away for years, I think y'all good. Regarding the apology that Ezra is supposed to make, I think we should do a friendly recap of what Ezra is apparently going to interview and explain away. Okay, let me repeat that. I am going to break down what Ezra is supposed to do an interview about to explain away this bullshit behavior. Because I want y'all to understand the balls of WB thinking that we would sit here and listen to Ezra and actually believe their dumbass explaining this fucking shit away. So there's been time since we broke this down, but my petty ass is willing to do it for y'all, because it's not that I have time, it's what's needed. Understand it, because I get kind of frustrated because people don't understand my energy and why I feel the way I feel about certain motherfuckers. So that's why that is why I'm going to do my due diligence to kind of remind y'all the bullshit and the fuckery of Ezra, because I'm really sick and tired of these conversations being had about Ezra when we should just put the movie away and just let God and the court system deal with that bitch ass.
Clap if you understand what I'm saying.
This article is from 2 months ago. Cops unable to find Ezra Miller. Fans react to the Flash star going AWOL. On behalf of their kid, Tokada Iron Eyes, Chase Iron Eyes, and Sarah Jumping Eagle, they're Native Americans, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, so please don't come for their names. That's their names, okay? We respect culture. Are seeking an order of protection against Ezra Miller. They allege that from their initial meeting in 2016 at the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota, the Fantastic Beast actor has been exploiting Tokata. Tokata was 12 years old at the time, and Miller was 23. Miller and their 18-year-old remain on the run, according to the parents. A judge signed a protective order in Standing Rock, I can't pronounce that, tribal court earlier this week, but the court cannot locate or serve the order to Miller 29 because their present locations are unknown, according to legal records. Okay, so this was a couple months ago. The cops were looking for Ezra. The cops were looking for Ezra to serve this protective order. They couldn't find them. Okay, they couldn't find them. Let's move right along. Mom, children allegedly staying with Ezra Miller are missing, according to the police. A young mother and her 3 children who were allegedly living with Ezra Miller at the actor's Vermont farm are reportedly missing. Vermont State Police are looking for the 25-year-old woman and her kids, aged 5, 4, and 1, believing that the Flash star may be concealing their whereabouts. Rolling Stone reported Wednesday, according to court documents obtained by the publication, VSP officers say they attempted at least twice over the weekend to serve the mom an emergency care order requested by the state attorney's office, which demanded the youngster's removal from both the property and her care. But Miller, 29, allegedly told cops the family hadn't lived there in months, which the state's attorney office said seemed like an attempt to evade service of the order. The order was reportedly drafted for fear of the children's safety, as Miller's property is allegedly littered with firearms, ammunition, marijuana. Multiple sources with knowledge of the situation, including the kid's father, made the accusation to Rolling Stone in an expose published in June. Two of the sources alleged that there were unintended guns strewn around the Fantastic Beasts star's home, with video footage appearing to show weapons propped up next to stuffed animals. One source added that the 1-year-old once allegedly picked up a loose bullet and put it in her mouth.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So, we're talking about two different situations. One person is saying that Ezra is grooming I think they said their daughter, okay? And they're on the run, and they can't find Ezra. Here we go again. Now we have Ezra apparently having a mother with small children living under their care around guns and marijuana, and a fucking baby apparently spit out a bullet out of their fucking mouth, and the police are trying to, get the mother or get the kids away from her because there's clearly something wrong with her if she's having her kids around fucking guns and bullets and drugs and shit, and the children's father is trying to get their kids away from this fucking lunatic, which I don't blame him. Get them kids away from Ezra. There's something wrong with them. Now that's not enough. So we did grooming allegation. We're doing child endangerment. Now we have Ezra being charged for burglary and allegedly stealing alcohol from somebody's house. Flash star Ezra has been charged with felony burglary after being accused of stealing alcohol from a home in Vermont, their latest alleged crime in a string of legal issues they've been involved with this year. Vermont State Police claimed the troubled actor, 29, burglarized a private residence in Stamford in May and allegedly took several bottles of booze, according to an official news release. The homeowners were away when the alleged incident occurred on May 1st at 5:55 p.m., according to the report. The report states that after reviewing surveillance videos, police found probable cause was found to charge the Perks of a Wildflower actor with felony burglary into an unoccupied dwelling. It appears Miller was missing for some time. As the report states, they were just located on Sunday, at which time they were ordered to appear at a Vermont Superior Court Bennington's criminal division for their arraignment in late September. So they finally found Ezra to serve their bitch ass. Now, previously, before that, the beginning of this year, or it was like December, Ezra has been busy, bitch. Ezra has thrown chairs at women, has threatened to told somebody that I'm gonna kill you and your slut wife. Ezra has been documented choking bitches. Ezra has a pattern in history of physically putting their hands on women and threatening women. Ezra has a hand problem. Ezra cannot keep their hands to themselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, people in the back that are listening, this is the bullshit that WB is apparently going to tell Ezra to explain away to me. So all this shit that I read to y'all, and this probably not even all the bullshit Ezra has done. Let's be clear. We just talking about what this motherfucker has done for a couple months. And Warner Brothers has the audacity to even have the option to say, you know what, Ezra? I'm just going to, feed into this stupidity. And I want you to explain it away, Ezra. I want you to explain it the fuck away. I want you to manipulate people to liking you, even though you're apparently endangering children. There's a 1-year-old that spit a bullet out of their mouth. You're robbing people's homes. You threatened to kill somebody's slut wife. You threw a chair at a bitch, and you've been documented choking a bitch. But you know what? That's fine, Ezra. We just gonna explain it away. Because we Hollywood, baby. Now, unfortunately, Warner Brothers saying, this Warner Brothers rumor that they were saying the 3 options, girl, it was not, it wasn't a troll.
Okay, now wait just 1 second, glasses.
It wasn't a troll, because guess what happened? I was minding my business. 5 days after it was announced, so they announced it on the 11th, that's what the tweet came out. The tweet came out on the 11th about Warner Brothers suggesting this bullshit. Now, according to this article that I grabbed excerpts for, this was 5 days after that leak. And guess what Ezra decided to do? Ezra decided to go for the check. And Ezra decided to put out a bullshit ass statement after, oh yeah, I forgot. Was on Instagram trolling about how the fact that the police couldn't catch them because Ezra's the Flash or some ignorant bullshit like that. Ezra, you have ruined the Flash for me personally. And I feel bad for people that like actually fuck with the Flash. Like there's people that love the fuck out of the Flash. I can't look at the Flash the same. It's gonna take me a while. Like I'm just gonna have to do some prayer, some meditation, something for me to separate the Flash from your bitch ass. But, girl, you ruined the Flash. Ezra, you ruined the Flash for me. You ruined the Flash for me. Like, I can't, like, when I think of the Flash, I think of, like, choking bitches. That's what I think. I think about choking bitches, throwing chairs at bitches, and 1-year-olds spitting bullets out of their fucking mouth. The fuck? So this is what Ezra bitch ass said. In a statement provided by a representative of the actor to Variety on Tuesday, the 29-year-old non-binary actor apologized for any alarm they may have caused. Alarm, bitch! You threw a chair at a female, you're choking bitches, you threatened somebody and said, I'm going to kill you and your slut wife. You've been basically being accused of kidnapping somebody, and their parents went through their Native American jurisdiction to serve you fucking papers to get their fucking daughter back. You apparently have a mother who isn't well, and you're surrounded by marijuana and guns, and having guns by fucking teddy bears and bullshit, and the father of the children are trying to get them back from your psychotic ass. And let's not talk about how you allegedly got in the bed with the 12-year-old. Allegedly. Having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, I now understand I'm suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment. I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I'm committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life. Okay, then turn in them kids. Give back the 18-year-old. And don't ever come back to Vermont, Hawaii, and whatever the place is. And I think North Dakota, you've been terrorizing. You've been terrorizing North Dakota, you've been terrorizing Vermont, and you've been terrorizing Hawaii. Please find an island and rock. That's what you need to do. You need to go find an island and rock. That's what you need to do. I don't want your goddamn apology. The apology is for you to, what you really need to do, you selfish son of a bitch, is apologize to the Flash fandom. That's what you need to do. And poor Grant from CW, he just wants to retire. This is going to be Grant's final season being the Flash, and the damn fans are crying and boo-hoo and banging for Grant to come save the day because your bitch ass fucked it up. You fucked up the Flash 100%. So people are begging for Grant to fix this shit up. Grant is a man of particular age and probably just wants, you know what, I'm tired of wearing latex and pretending I'm running. I'm good. I would like to act in a soap opera. I would like to do a romance novel. Hell, can I be part of the Matrix? Can I be part of John Wick? I'm not saying that's what Grant wants to do, but I can only imagine. I can only imagine he's tired of wearing latex and pretend he's running fast. The memes are embarrassing. Grant has been part of an embarrassing CW situation for many, many years, and the man is finally going to have his goddamn peace. Now, he can't have his goddamn peace because your bitch ass fucking everything up, Ezra. So no, Ezra, I don't want to be explained and manipulated by your bullshit. This isn't a mental health issue. You are a psychopath issue. That's what this is. You're a goddamn psychopath. That's what I think about you. You're a psychopath. And I don't want you anywhere near The Flash. I don't want you anywhere near Fantastic Beasts. You're not talented. I'm still waiting for somebody to send me a goddamn clip of you for me to be impressed by anything you ever done. I have yet to seen it. No one has submitted it, and I've been asking for motherfucking weeks for people to send me something of value from you, and it hasn't fucking happened because it doesn't exist properly. So I'm sick and tired of you. I want you to go away. Go away. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick. I'm tired of you. This is why I couldn't talk about you last week, because every time I think about you, my blood pressure gets high. I raise my voice and I get angry. I get very upset. I get frustrated. I'm frustrated with you, Ezra. Go away. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Go! Go away. Go. I don't want you. Go. I don't want your apology. I don't want your interview. Just leave. WB, you're fucking idiots, and I'm leaving. I'm done with this podcast. I'm done. I'm out. I'm pissed off. I just gotta go. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.